The ANC supports the Madlanga Commission. Not only the Madlanga Commission. There's another commission on the TRC. And many people will say, why didn't the president just act? Why did he have to establish a commission? Now I want to explain why. I don't know the rationale of the president of the country, but I want to explain why the ANC supported. ANC, not President Ramaphosa. We went to the NEC, everybody supported the establishment of the commission. There's nobody who sat there in the NEC, we are opposed. And I read the NEC statement, I hope you got it. ANC support the establishment of the Madlanga Commission. Comrades, on the 6th of July, we wake up, there's a policeman addressing the nation and say, here are the allegations. There are many forces in society that wanted to elevate that thing to a form of revolt against the democratic state, like it happened during the Jacob Zuma unrest. You remember? And then they said they don't know why Zuma is arrested. And then they brought the country down. More than 400 people died. In Gauteng and KZN. Now, when General Mkhwanazi addressed the nation, I've spoken about crime here today and what we need to do and the good work that the police are doing. Crime affects you where you live in your household. If the president of the country, according to the ANC, were to treat that matter anyhow as a by-the-way issue, this country was going to turn into flames. What brought the Spring Revolution in Egypt and brought down the longest-serving dictator in Egypt was not anything else but was the one grievance of the masses. Kwabulawa umuntu estratweni. We knew as the ANC, with all counter-revolution around us and opportunists, this thing will be bigger than the unrest when Jacob Zuma was justifiably so arrested. Because the terms of the Commission of Inquiry, like even this one of Madlanga, are very clear. If you are subpoenaed, you don't appear, you will be arrested and sent to jail for a limited period without trial. It's in the terms of the commission. If ndiyabizwa ngomso, funeka ndinxibe ibhrukhwe ndiye ndincunca kula commission if I don't want to be arrested. It is in the terms of the commission. The president took a decision in his own wisdom, legally guided. As the ANC, we supported that. Because why? The matter Mkhwanazi was raising was important. Because, and I explained it on behalf of the NEC, that the things that is raising border on this country becoming a banana republic and the fall of the rule of law. If somebody wake up and say the state is infiltrated by criminal cartels, Otsotsi, Barana, ama comrades and deployees in government, and you put a blind eye on that, our people are not fools in the streets. They were going to revolt against the democratic state. Ukuthi, this government doesn't care about us. And that's why we supported Matamela to establish the Madlanga Commission. And That is the political context, as opposed to those who say there are other mechanisms that could have been there at the disposal of the president. The people wanted an answer, and the president of the people and the government of the people had to respond to that. Not to Mkhwanazi, but to the issues that he raised. And we never prevaricated as the ANC on that matter. And we have said that a commission of inquiry does not mean that those who are accused are guilty as charged. The principle of the law that the other side must be listened to exists for everyone. And that's what we supported. And I want you to be clear about it, so that you don't get hijacked in beer halls by drunkards who are telling you that this decision is detrimental. It will be detrimental if ever we allow ourselves to be found on the wrong side, and if ever others were doing things that are wrong in terms of what people are accused of. But the ANC must be decisive in how it deals with the outcome. And in this particular instance, we will expect that from our government. Now, comrades, there are people who want to debate what is being said, and they are not in the commission, and they want to pass judgment on every other matter. Kuthetha izinto ezinganyumbaziyo ezihambisa umzimba. That can these things, some of them, be true? And the commission is mandated to deal with those things. And we are okay with the fact that this commission is dealing with that particular matter. We anticipate attempts to put the ANC in the dock for the actions of individuals. Our message is simple: let evidence lead. We anticipate that the ANC will be put on trial and in the dock, quote unquote. Our approach is that let evidence lead. ANC deployees must understand, follow and defend policy. Where individuals are found to have acted outside the parameters of the Constitution and the law must take its course. Where systems failed, we must fix them. If I am there, I'm accused, I'm found to have done something wrong, must take its course. But where there is a system failure in the fight against crime and in our policing in the country, that must be fixed. Comrades, the rule of law is the fundamental principle of our national democratic revolution. And I'll tell you what Lenin and Marx say about the rule of law. ANC deployees in the state, the rule of law is bigger than the Zondo Commission. Zondo Commission, state capture, people steal money. The rule of law is about the state collapse. That we no longer have a state, we are no longer protected. Have you seen governments on movies where the state and the rule of law has collapsed? Gangsters have taken over. Politicians are dancing to the tune of thugs and cartels. I don't want to mention them by name because these are with diplomatic office, busy countries. But you see them on movies, on the news, that the state has actually collapsed. South Africa can't be turned into a banana republic. We've got a solid state here. We've got strong constitution. We've got strong building blocks in our constitution to defend our democracy. and that was created by the ANC, all in all, to enhance and deepen the rule of law in our country. Our deployees must act within policy and law and will defend lawful deeds done in service of the people. The ANC, I can guarantee to you, comrades, and to the people of South Africa at large, the ANC will never defend lawlessness. And you must not be shy about it. Ningoyiki, ndiyanibona niyangengiza. Ningoyiki, you must not be afraid. We will never defend lawlessness, not in our name, but we will defend the rightful actions. Even if it means we must stand alone, we'll defend. In service of the people. Supporting the commission, comrades, does not mean ignoring weaknesses. We are committed to correcting anomalies exposed in testimony and to strengthening the democratic state, institutionally, procedurally, and ethically. The ANC cannot be found wanting in relation to that. The commission must be empowered, quote unquote, to draw the line. Must be empowered to draw the line. It must separate legitimate transparency from disclosure of sensitive and classified information that could harm national security. And I want to explain to you. I'm sure you follow that commission like Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives, because it impacts on our lives. And I'm sure everybody follows it. Angisho. Now, comrades, here's the distinction. And the commission must not prevaricate. We were happy as the ANC when the commission went to court and protected witnesses with the sensitive and classified information of the state. I get worried when people in the commission say, you can stream your messages, but we'll find them. Iyandothusa lonto. Akho nto wrong ngalonto, but iyandothusa because we are going a little bit above. Sivusa namasela la sifuna uwabamba. So the commission must be strict about that. We cannot allow the collapse of national security. Ukwizinto ekufuneka singazazi. Singabantu nje. But they are within the law. We know today that policemen cannot just take your messages without acquiring permission of the judge. It is called 205. Angisho? But there are things we don't need to know. Ukutu lisela and how you get to be intercepted. Isela funeka libanjwe. Umanyelwe le phone yalo. Lileqwe liyongena apho lingena khona. But we don't want to know how a thief's been listened to. Zimfihlo ze state ezo. Those are secrets of the state. We implore on the judge to protect the security of the state. And we must not prevaricate, and we must not fudge the truth. Inyani mayivele yo. Umuntu aziphendulele ngenxa yakhe. Siyazibona izinto ziyathethwa pha. We have said as the ANC, we will not engage with what is happening inside the commission. The recent developments in the commission have balanced openness with in-camera session, protect witnesses, safety, and sensitive material. We're very happy about that. We're very happy about that. As long as that will lead us to the truth. We don't want the collapse of the state. This commission, when it is finished, we must get stronger and stronger as a nation and as the state. National security must not be sacrificed for expediency. Doing so corrodes the rule of law and the credibility of the state.